What's up, guys? This is another episode of Johnny's Corner, and we're gonna be talking about Miley Cyrus and the VMAs. Yeah, that's the topic we're gonna be talking about. I actually didn't see the awards, and to be honest, I haven't seen any of the previous VMAs since the departure of music videos. So, I just lost interest in the entire award show. It's always boring. They have boring hosts. They think they're funny, but they really aren't. And yeah, there's just really not much going on over there, to be honest, in the world of MTV. But of course, I guess because she wanted to spice things up and not make the show as boring as it already has been for the past few years, she decided to go all out and just, really be all slutty and twerking and shaking it down and thrusting against Robin Thicke, area, and using the hands. And she just did a lot of things that, to be honest, I'm not really that surprised, because after her last music video, you kind of see what route she's going towards, career-wise and whatnot. And, it's not like I'm against the idea that, she's like, that now she's not a girl anymore, and now she's like a grown woman and she can do whatever she wants to do. I don't have any problems with that. I mean, there's a lot of female performers that have actually performed, pretty sexy in a very, successful level, I would say. It's sometimes they might go a little too far, but for the most part, it's nothing really, at least I think, that shocking. I mean, at least most of the female performers out there, they sing catchy songs, and most of them have a message. It's not just that they're just shaking it and thrusting and all that. I mean, they're so having like great choreography, special effects, great music. It's just like the entire package, and that's something that Miley Cyrus really is lacking, because basically it just looks like she's just shaking and just to shake it down and just to twerk, and to be honest, she's not even that attractive. I mean, she looks really, 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 really slutty, like the clothing she wore, and again, she's not really attractive, so you really don't want to be seeing her twerking and doing all that crazy shit, and it's kind of a shocker, because she's supposed to be like Disney's product. She used to, I guess, star in her show Hannah Montana. I really don't give a crap anything about Miley Cyrus, to be honest, but of course this raises a lot of attention because of what she did on stage. And to be honest, I think people do tend to forget how other female performers have done crazy shit on stage. And I guess since this hasn't happened in a while now, that Miley Cyrus has done this, now everybody's like, oh my goodness, she did this and she did that. And it is what it is. I mean, if that's what she wants to do with her career, that's her thing. Although, to be honest, I don't really see much fans for her. I mean, much followers. I mean, I'm sure she has some fans, but other than that, I don't really think. I mean, let's just put it this way: even the young crowd and the VMAs were looking kind of like, they were kind of rooting for her, but kind of like, yeah, I guess that's cool. Like, even they probably didn't think it was that cool what she did on stage, and they just did that because peer pressure, because they want to look like they're cool. They want to look like they're in and they fit in and all that. And it's the thing that's really funny is that it's the way Rihanna reacted during the entire performance. She looked totally unimpressed. She looked bored. I think she just really didn't want to really be there at all, probably just to have a little bit of publicity that, oh, Rihanna's there in the VMAs and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I think she wasn't really that impressed. And I don't think most of the female performers would actually be impressed with what Miley Cyrus have done, because at least most of them, when they want to be sexy, they're still trying to they still try to send out some type of message. They still have fancy choreographies. They still have special effects. It's a whole package. It's not just that they're just shaking it down, just shake it down. And that's what basically Miley Cyrus is pretty much doing it on stage, and very tactfully. And she doesn't even twerk right, to be honest. But yeah, she was twerking and like yeah, really. And to be honest, I don't think Robin Thicke really had any business, being there. Oh, and there's another thing. A lot of people, of course, because of the society, if a woman expresses too much her sexuality, everybody's like points fingers at her. But then what about the guy? I mean, Robin Thicke was a very willing participant. He didn't say no, you shouldn't. I mean, he was right in there, and he was. I mean, there were times that it looks like he just looked like he's probably he's just doing his show, and it's like it's not like his fault that Miley Cyrus is doing all that shit to him. But in another way, it's still. I mean, they still rehearsed the things, so it's not like he didn't really know what was going on, and he was still participating into it. He was still kind of, into the mood and all that kind of crap. So, yeah, let's not forget about that either. And, there's people that are going to be saying that, yeah, Robin Thicke's the man because, he's all Miley Cyrus and all that shit. But, yeah, so, but to be honest, it goes both ways. And, there's something wrong with being sexy, but it is wrong when you just go all out and just do it in a very trashy manner. And the thing is that I think we're just living in a society right now where everybody seems to wants to know what you're doing 24/7, and I think that people just need to have certain privacies. And Miley Cyrus can do whatever she wants to do in her private life, but we don't always have to see everything that happens in her private life. And just the way she performs on stage, let's just say that maybe she did that to her boyfriend in a private scenario. That's not a big deal, but we're talking about this is like a public performance. Everybody is seeing it, and yeah, it's crazy. It's obvious that she's pretty much doing this to get any type of attention, just to desperately get out of her Disney persona. But either ways, I mean, wow, it's just crazy. It's I think it even goes beyond words. And it just clearly shows that there's really, I mean, this show, I'm really going all raw, so I don't have a script or anything. I'm just saying what I'm saying, and it's raw. And I'm like shocked and not shocked at the same time. And only time will tell if Miley Cyrus will ever clean up her act. And the only thing I could say is that at least in a certain way the show wasn't boring, because people were so amazed and so shocked at what happened with that performance that it just makes people talk about it. And the media outlet, of course, they're the first ones to be publishing all the stories about it. And I'm sure all the comedy shows, because I already watched TBN, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure all the comedians out there, are probably making fun out of Cyrus and all that kind of sort of thing. So yeah, this is really like a hot topic, and feel free to put your opinions, what you think about it. Is Miley Cyrus is she just being a woman? Is she just expressing her sexuality, or is she just going too far? Is it just there's a limit? And there's another thing. Her wardrobe also was pretty. I mean, I know Gaga in the show was wearing a bikini, but at least it still looked like a bikini and not I think it has a lot to do also with the fact of how you conduct yourself. I mean, I think you could be dressed any way you want, but if you kind of conduct yourself in a respectful manner, but I would say it just doesn't look so bad. But Miley Cyrus, I mean, it's just not the fact that she's dressed up really trashy. It's just that she also acts trashy and she looks trashy, and she's not even attractive, to be honest. And she's just like, what happened to her? I mean, she seemed like a nice, innocent little Disney girl, and now she's like all out, I guess. I mean, I think some of the porn stars probably look more decent than her. I don't know. It just she kind of shocks people in an unusual way, and this also shows, and you know what? To be honest, I'm very surprised that this performance went on with no type of censorship. Nothing was blurred out. They didn't try to put like a commercial break or anything to cut out the performance. I mean, it was all there. It was raw, uncensored. There were no like blur lines, no nothing. I mean, and parents shouldn't really let their kids watch much shows on TV nowadays, because almost everything has a lot of violence, a lot of sex in it. But you can't really control the remote control all the time. So what happened if you left your remote control in your living room, and your kid by coincidence just grabbed the controller and just starts flipping channel? Then whoa, they see Miley Cyrus twerking literally on Robin Thicke. Like, yeah, it's like, that's awkward, embarrassing. So again, it's like the TV's really there's really not much innocent material out there anymore, like for kids, that much. So as a parent or as a guardian, you just really got to put the remote control in a safe place or something, so that your kid doesn't by accident just flip the channel and see a Miley Cyrus or see who knows what on TV. So again, I'm just pretty much repeating myself over and over again what I'm saying. So oh yeah, I think Will Smith and those people are also reacting all like, oh, like, it's bad. I mean, even when you get some of the most open-minded celebrities reacting like, yeah, that shows that Miley Cyrus went too far. And yeah, that's crazy to even think that that's even possible. So again, post your comments, tell me what you think. Is she being cool with this? Is she going too far? Also comment if you could compare this to any other female performer that have shocked the audience in many ways. I know in particular which one has done her thing in her heyday, actually when the VMAs have started, but I'm not talking about her. But I think with my hints you probably know who I'm talking about. So compare this to that and just give me your opinions, because I would really like to know, how does this compare to any other female performer that have expressed herself in a way that shocks people. So this is Johnny Rodriguez, and I'm signing off. And have fun comments on this hot button topic. See you later, guys.